Welcome back to Likris. This week's parsha is Parshas Noach, the second parsha in the Torah. We're working on the beginning of the Torah, the beginning of the Parshas Noach, and the phrasing is interesting. Eile told us Noach tzadik tomim haya b'dorosav. These are the generations of Noach. Doesn't list his generations right away. Rashi's bothered by that. Noach was each tzaddik tomim, was a righteous man, tomim, complete. Haya b'dorosav. He was in his generations. The Rebbe, the Maor Vashemesh, asks, why does the Torah have to say he was in his generations? Just say, he is in his generations. You're speaking about him. This is going to be, the word haya, it's going to have something. So, he says, the Maor Vashemesh says, that when a person comes to serve Hashem, he has to constantly be b'simcha. He has to be happy. Because if he's sad, he's not going to be able to serve Hashem properly. Look in Sefer HaYashar Rabbeinu Tam. Rabbeinu Tam is one of the Rishonim. He lived about 1,000 years ago, and he writes that sadness is really bad midah. Yet, however, it's quite natural for a person who wants to serve Hashem that he is a little bit sad. Why? Because he sees his actions have room for improvement, that he's not really doing as much as he could, and therefore he has to work on himself to not be too sad and to work to make sure he stays happy, even though he finds that he has personal room for improvement. And more so, a person could be sad when he's working in Avodas Hashem and he has a desire that there should be greater honor for Hashem, and he sees that there's people in his generation that don't agree with him. They're not interested in the honor of Hashem, and that can make a person sad. So the tzaddik could be sad, and he sees that sometimes even people, not only are they not interested in serving Hashem, they're going the opposite direction, trying to make Hashem angry. They're going out of their way to act in an improper way. So that could make him sad. So he has to work at himself more and more that he's still able to serve Hashem b'simcha, even though there is other people working in the opposite direction, because he doesn't want to be sad, because that's going to mess up his own avodah. So that's what it means in the pasuk. Pasuk says that Noach is each tzaddik tomim haya b'dorosav, has the word haya, he was. It wants to say that there's a praise of Noach here, that though he's in a generation of people of the flood, they're going to get destroyed for their wickedness, and they're deliberately acting against what Hashem wants. He worked on himself to serve Hashem, and he worked on himself to serve Hashem with simcha. And how do we know that? Because the word is v'haya. The Medrash says more than once that whenever the Torah uses the word v'haya, it means lashon simcha. So we have an extra word haya here. It means Noach worked on his lashon simcha. Noach worked to stay happy in serving Hashem. Critical midah that a person has to have. Stay happy in serving Hashem. So that's the extra hint of the word haya here in the pasuk. Noach is able to do so, though he has a natural tendency to look down on himself when he feels slightly inadequate. He didn't do as much as he could. And also, he has reason to feel sad because there's a lot of people working the opposite way, not trying to be truly spiritual people. Yet, he works on it, he's successful, and therefore the Torah says, Haya over here.